Of course, it's not for everyone, but if you're anything like me, trying a telephoto lens could be a game changer for your photography. Let's see why in this day of telephoto street photography in Dumbo, Brooklyn, New York City. I'm out here again with my Fujifilm X-T2, but this time with the Pentax Super-Takumar 55mm f1.8, which is an 82.5mm equivalent, falling in the early telephoto range. All photos are straight out of camera JPEGs as well. Just a couple of warm-ups. On this 95-degree day, pure pain, I went out to Dumbo in search of light. I had been out there recently to look for more opportunities to get my photo book out there. More on that in a future video. But on that day, I made it a point to return because it would be fun to capture the way light floods these streets. Fun light, but maybe a bit busy. Nice pocket of light. Not what I imagined, but interesting in its own way. Was waiting here for some time, and all of a sudden nobody wanted to walk through, so I never got the shot. Composition could have been better. I liked the composition, but wanted a person. And got it. Now, what's the deal with telephoto? I've mentioned before that 40mm is my preferred focal length, but this year I found a lot of success experimenting with this roughly 85mm equivalent. Could have gotten closer. Slowly trying to improve my architectural skills. Was slow to react and didn't time it right. If I'm being real, the big thing is that if given a choice, I'd rather keep my distance from a scene to avoid any potential awkwardness. Maybe it sounds silly to those who can do the chaotic run and gun with a 28, but I'm sure some of you can relate to that feeling. Found another cool spot. Don't mind this one. A little far for one subject. Maybe? Still not sure. A tiny bit early. Like the silhouettes here. The approach I usually employ on this channel with my 40mm is about as close to that run and gun as I'm willing to get, at least at this point in my journey. But sometimes you just want to remain as invisible as possible, and a longer lens really gives me that sense of calm. I really liked this scene. Something about it seems out of time, as in it could have been set years ago. Enjoyed this one, the lighting, interesting transportation, and the hug. Gotta love birds chilling. Another bonus is that there are moments when you see a shot where you're just not close enough, and by the time you'd finish zooming with your feet, it wouldn't be the same. Of course, a zoom lens or cropping could solve that, but that's a whole other conversation. A telephoto lens can give you that extra chance of getting the shot without losing the precious time it takes to close the distance. Nothing crazy, but fun shadows. Would have been cool if I got the helicopter right above the statue. I haven't given up on color just yet. The last bonus, and potentially the biggest depending on your style, is for composition. I know people fall on different parts of the spectrum of capture the moment to carefully compose, and personally I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle, or at least I hope to be. But I will say that can really vary depending on the length of the lens I'm using. Nice scene, but I had an idea in mind for composition. While waiting, I got this. And this. Finally got it, but not sure it's better than the first one. Let me know. With this telephoto lens, I'm way more zoned in without all the distractions in frame, and I tend to compose way more carefully since I'm more viewfinder dependent. The trade-off is that I do miss some moments while finding my frame. You can't have everything. Getting in my sports bag too. Need more reps shooting sports with manual focus, so I made sure to come to this part of the pier. Proud of my timing on this one. Action, but also good emotion. Tried some texture as well. Nice moment. Tried color again. lighting, texture, and most importantly, a dog. I had fun bringing this lens back out again though. My goal is to be able to find that balance of carefully composed moments with any setup, but I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm still on that journey. But let me know if you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'll be back with more soon. If you didn't, well, thankfully, it's over. I appreciate you guys for watching. See you next time.